Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're looking into a website called Leashtags.com.
Mm.
It sells these fun, personalized little tags for your dog's leash. You know, things like Drama Queen, or you can get custom
This is
colors.
super cute.
It does, right? But our mission today is to dig into our investigation findings and figure out if this seemingly harmless shop is actually trustworthy.
And this is such a perfect example of what we talk about. You have this really appealing product on one hand. I mean, who wouldn't want that for their dog?
Exactly.
But on the other, you have all these critical details you need to check before you actually feel confident hitting buy, especially with a site you've never heard of.
Okay, so let's jump right into the first major inconsistency we found because honestly, it's just baffling. It's the dates.
Ah, yes. The
But the
dates.
site's privacy policy says it's effective starting in June 2024. But when we looked up the domain registration, the Universal WOI's lookup, it came back as registered in October 2025.
Which hasn't even happened yet.
Right. The whole timeline is completely backward. I mean, is that just a clumsy mistake or is something else going on?
It's highly suspicious. Look, a brand new domain is already a bit of a risk because there's no track record.
Sure.
But when that domain is playing with future dates like that, claiming a policy was active before the site existed, that's a massive red flag. It's not just messy. Sometimes it's a sort of lazy attempt to look older or more established than they are.
And that lack of establishment, that lack of transparency is everywhere. We couldn't find a founder's name, not a single photo, not even a basic About Us page.
Nothing.
Now, I have to ask, couldn't that just be, a really small one-person operation just trying to keep a low profile?
That's a fair question, but there's a difference between being a small business and being intentionally obscure. And if you connect that anonymity to their support options, the risk just skyrockets.
Because they only offer email.
Exactly. Just an email, no phone number, no address, no live chat. So if you have an issue with your order, you're just sending a message into the void and, well, hoping for the best.
Okay, so here's when the data really hits hard. We ran the site through Even Insight. It's a standard tool we use to measure site trustworthiness.
And the score.
It got a safety score of just 25.
Wow. Okay, a 25 that's a near automatic disqualifier. It tells you right away that something is fundamentally wrong.
And that low score makes a lot more sense when you get to the final piece of evidence. Or, I guess, the lack of evidence.
The customer feedback, or lack thereof. We looked everywhere. Trustpilot, Reddit, you name it, and we found 0 verifiable customer reviews.
So no one is saying, I love my tag or my order never arrived, just silence.
Precisely. And without any of that real-world testimony, you have no way of knowing if anyone has ever actually received one of these tags.
So let's just quickly recap for everyone. We have a new domain with impossible dates.
0 transparency about who runs it.
Minimal email-only customer support.
A dangerously low safety score of 25.
And absolutely no proof from other customers that it's a legitimate business.
So when you stack all of that up, the purchase is just too risky. The appeal of a cute product, it just can't outweigh all this evidence pointing to a lack of legitimacy.
It's such a great reminder. You can't let the cuteness of the product blind you to the foundational checks you have to do.
You have to look past the pretty photo. And that's the core takeaway here.
Yep, absolutely.
And we'll leave you with a final thought to mull over. Imagine you found a different site. It has a fantastic safety score, say a 95, but just like this one, it has 0 external customer reviews. Would you trust it? Which one is the real deal breaker for you? The cold, hard data, or the human testimony?